Together, we're going to analyze the syntax of the passage, Why Should I Be Nice to You? Coffee Shops and the Politics of Good Service by Emily Rain. We'll start by reading the passage, then we'll answer number 2, just like we would in class. How did the author convey that purpose? Then the part you'll do individually and submit to Canvas is writing the answer to number 1. What was the purpose of the author's syntax? And you'll submit your answer to Canvas and I'll give you feedback. So let's start by looking at the passage itself and read it together. So the passage says, there's no easy way to serve without being a servant, and I have always found that the best way to do so is to show my actual emotions rather than affecting a smooth display or interminable patience and goodwill. For cafe customers, bettering baristas' lots can be as simple as asking about their day, addressing them by name, any little gesture to show that you notice the person behind the service that they can provide. My tactics as a worker is equally simple, but it is simultaneously an assertion of individual identity at work, a refusal of the class distinctions that characterize the service environment, and a rebuttal to the companies that would promote my satisfaction with their system. Be rude. Not arbitrarily rude, of course. Customers are people too, and nobody gains anything by spreading bad will. But on those occasions when customer or management behavior warranted a singing comeback, I would give it. All right, so that's our passage. And we want to go through, if you remember, our analyzing syntax cheat sheet. So this is the cheat sheet, and we are going to start by looking at our sentence length. Do we have short sentences, long sentences, or a variety of sentence lengths? So when we go back to our passage, we are going to highlight that first sentence. Okay, it's kind of long, right? So if we look at that, that first sentence is kind of long. Second sentence is kind of long. All right, all of our sentences, we are finding out are long sentences. And we know that if we have long sentences, that most likely they are compound complex. And that is what we want to, that is what we are looking at, our long compound complex sentences. The next part of our analysis would be the classification types. So are they declarative? Are they interrogative, imperative, or exclamatory? We're getting information here. We know that we're looking at declarative syntax. Okay, so we have that going on. And then in terms of repetition, periodic syntax, parallel syntax, and aphora, we don't have anything like that. So we have long, compound, complex, declarative syntax. Now, when we start thinking about the purpose of it, we want to think about what's going on in our passage. We notice that our um, making our speakers making decisions. Are these easy decisions to make? How would that reflect compound complex syntax? Um, we want to add the definition for compound complex to our diction and syntax charts. The definition, it contains 2 or more independent clauses and at least 1 dependent clause. Independent clauses can be joined by comma and conjunction. Our example, although John and Mary waved at Sue, they did not speak and they did not stop. So we're going back to our passage now after adding that to our chart. And we are going to think about what was the purpose of the author's syntax. We're going to write that statement and we're going to submit that to Canvas. And all you have to do is let me know if you all have questions, send me a message over Remind. I'm more than happy to give you feedback on that. Good luck. I look forward to reading your all's answers.